recently made a video on Jonathan Majors. If you guys missed that video, it was basically just a clip from our live stream on Saturday Night Hypnosis talking about everything that happened with Jonathan Majors and having a little bit of fun with it. But the truth is that Jonathan Majors, we pretty much knew was going to get off because he has a lot of privilege. That privilege has to do, obviously, with not only his skin color, but also his class within Hollywood itself. There's no way this man was going to be put in jail. There is no way. Yes, he was arrested, but ultimately he was let go this same day, something that's almost unheard of on a Saturday in New York City. But with that being said, apparently his accuser has now recanted all assault allegations on Jonathan Majors. Now, this is something that I also thought was going to happen simply because of this man's status. There's no way that they were going to continue with the allegations simply because A, it could be not true for all we know. Obviously, that is a possibility. The man could be 100% innocent. Or B, which is more likely, the woman obviously sees dollar signs in her eyes and she's not going to pass up the opportunity to get money just to recant the allegations because at the end of the day, money's going to make people do a lot of crazy things. Now, according to this article from CBR.com, it says Jonathan Majors' accuser recants assault allegations, says the attorney. Jonathan Majors' accusers recant their accusation of assault against the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania star, according to Majors' attorney. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania and Creed 3 star Jonathan Majors' accuser has reportedly recanted her accusations against the actor. Per IndieWire, Majors' criminal defense attorney Priya Chaudhry provided a statement outlining the situation. Chaudhry noted Jonathan Majors is completely innocent and is probably the victim of an altercation with a woman he knows. We are quickly gathering and presenting evidence to the district attorney with the expectation that all charges will be dropped imminently. Now, I do like the way that they worded it. Now, obviously, this is from a lawyer, right? So a lawyer knows exactly what to do regarding wording certain things and making statements to the public. And I do like the fact that they made this statement saying, "Oh, it's a victim of an altercation with a woman he knows, not necessarily a domestic partner or anything like that. It's just a woman that he knows. It just happens to be an altercation between him and a woman he knows." It's funny stuff, man. And listen, like I've said many times, Jonathan Majors, like he's has a lot of money, obviously, right? He's part of the Hollywood elite. There's no way that this guy's ever going to be locked up permanently. There's no way that they were gonna, even if the charges were not dropped, there's no way they would have went to trial. There's no way this would have saw the light of day. And not only that, his skin color offers him a lot of privilege in today's modern day and age. So there's no way in a combination with his money and his skin color that he was ever going to be locked up for this. And there was no way they were going to continue with trial. I guarantee it would have never saw the light of a courtroom. At some point in time, somebody would have bought someone else off. You know, it's just how it works. It says, as Chowdhury's statements outlines, the evidence which they expect will effectively clear Major's name in the incident includes video footage from the vehicle where the episode took place, witness testimony from the driver and others who both saw and heard the episode, and most importantly, two written statements from the woman recanting these allegations. The statement explained, unfortunately, this incident came about because this woman was having an emotional crisis from which she was taken to the hospital yesterday. The NYPD is required to make an arrest in these situations, and this is the only reason Mr. Majors was arrested. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. This whole story just sounds really sus. And you know what's even crazier? Like I gotta admit, like it's crazy that this happened right now. Like this happened right now, as we all are aware. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania has been a major flop for Marvel, and Marvel is just going through such a terrible time right now in terms of the box office, in terms of trying to make any sort of money. They're just incapable of doing so. They just don't have the means of doing so, unfortunately. And now they are going to be cutting back a ton of costs. We did a video where Disney said that they were going to cut about $3 billion from their overall costs in terms of making movies and TV shows and Disney Plus. They basically delayed every single show that they had coming out within the Disney Plus lineup. So these guys are clearly hurting. And now you're going to talk about bad press. I guarantee you with Jonathan Majors, since he is a male and that's the only thing that he has going against him, he is going to have a lot of repercussions for this, even though he's going to be found innocent. That I can promise you, he's still going to have repercussions. It's just like Johnny Depp. Look what happened to Johnny Depp. The moment something like this came out, Johnny Depp was canceled canceled immediately. He was let go from everything. Disney couldn't wait to let go of him. And I know that Jonathan Majors is just a big name right now, at least in the terms of how many movies that he's come out with that is actually in the box office right now. He is part of Creed 3. He's the major antagonist of Creed 3. He's also the major antagonist within Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, and actually the MCU as a whole. Like, he's the major antagonist of Phase 5 and moving forward up until they remove Kang from the storyline. So he is a major player in the MCU, and to have this level of allegation put against him right now when he's just getting his foot off the ground, that's crazy, man. That is some really bad timing on Major's part. So I wouldn't be surprised if he starts getting removed from certain things. I don't think it's going to be from Disney and Marvel, but I think he's probably going to end up getting removed from other stuff. I know he was doing a bunch of ads with the military. He'll probably get removed from that. I know he was doing some other stuff. So he's going to get removed from some of the smaller things, but I don't think he's going to get removed from some of the bigger stuff because they put too much eggs in one basket. That's the problem. They put all their eggs in one enemy, one basket, and that is Kang. And unfortunately for them, Kang got some domestic abuse charges. So it says this news follows Major's arrest on March 25th after he was accused of domestic abuse. The accusations claimed that Majors had caused minor injuries to the victim's head and neck. Major's representatives were quick to release a statement denying the allegations, stating that he has done nothing wrong. We look forward to clearing his name and cleaning this up. While details of the incident have not been made public, the New York Police Department released a summary of the incident that occurred, stating a preliminary investigation determined that a 33-year-old male was involved in a domestic dispute with a 30-year-old female. The victim informed police she was assaulted. Officers placed the 33-year-old male into custody without incident. The report also listed a number of possible charges, including strangulation, assault, and harassment. I mean, that's some serious stuff, though. That is some serious stuff. And for her to recant all of that, you cannot tell me she wasn't bought off. You cannot tell me she wasn't threatened. You cannot tell me that. Like, there's no way I would believe that. She was absolutely bought off in every way imaginable. This woman, for her to do all of these charges and for her to apparently have physical evidence of marks on her body, from what I understand, to all of a sudden recant her story. I mean, I would be extremely sus of all of that information from now on, because again, I don't believe that she was not bought off. She was absolutely bought off, or she was threatened, because this man is very wealthy. This man is very famous right now in Hollywood, and I guarantee you there's a lot of people who do not want to see Jonathan Majors fall. They cannot afford for Jonathan Majors to fall, so don't be surprised if she wasn't paid hush money, and that's why she's recanting. It says Majors has rocketed to the height of popularity in recent years through his involvement in major franchises, including the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Creed 3. He made his debut as a variant of Kang the Conqueror in the Season 1 finale of Loki, and played another iteration of the character recently in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. The actor is currently set to return in Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, the next major ensemble film in the popular franchise. So again, like I said, man, I don't really know what else to say other than they got a lot riding on Jonathan Majors. And if this dude does not clean this up very quickly, it is going to be bad for him. And like I said, I don't think they're going to remove him. He's just too big right now. He's too big for Marvel. He's too big for Disney. But ultimately, he is going to start getting removed from some stuff. It's only a matter of time. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.